I would like to start with getting our viewers in pictures that what are you up these days?
Man, I'm just being a dad. I have 3 kids. I play a lot of golf, just living life, watching basketball.
And you have a podcast as well. Regarding all these podcasts and streams, it seems that current and retired players are using these platforms to express themselves, while traditional journalists like me are having a hard time securing a one-on-one with a player. Is this about controlling the narrative? Is it about monetizing your platforms? Because all the time I want to hear something spicy, some insider stuff, I have to go to these platforms.
Yeah, that's not my MO. I'm just on the podcast, just being me. I'm glad I got to talk to you. You got to talk to me like this instead of fish hunting me down through a podcast. But no, I don't. I can only answer for me. Some guys may do what you just explained, but I'm just sitting down and just trying to give back to my fans, answer some questions that they have or give them some stories when we were on the planes or in the locker room or things like that. Just to give inside stories to my fans. That's the only reason I'm doing the podcast.
You seem to enjoy it.
I do enjoy it. I enjoy the guys that I'm around. I enjoy Barstool Sports. I enjoy Dave Portnoy for giving me an opportunity. I enjoy Roan for hosting the podcast. Like I said, I'm just living life, man. My life's halfway over, bro. So I'm just trying to have fun the rest of the time that I'm here.
One player who will join you in the other side pretty soon is Chris Paul, and with him, maybe the last true PG will leave the game. My first part of the question is that: do you agree, or are there any more players who are keeping this true OG flame burning?
You know what? That's a great question, and that's a hard question to answer too, because I don't think there are any more, true point guards. I think nowadays these guards have to be so aggressive. They have to average 25, 30 points for their teams to be successful on a nightly basis. And whereas back when I played and when CP was still hooping back in the day, it was like that wasn't the case. Now that doesn't mean that CP couldn't score 30 when he needed to. To answer your question, yeah, I think that so-called point guard is going by the wayside.
At the same time, when I see today's game, I always think that he would thrive in today's NBA. Do you agree with that?
I do agree with that. Not because of my skill set, just because of the teammates that I would have. I think even when I was playing, I had some great teammates that made me look better than I really was. Like some of these highlights and stuff that you see on YouTube and things like that, they wouldn't be on there if the teammates didn't catch some of these bad passes that I threw them. But to answer your question, these guys nowadays are just a different breed in athleticism and scoring the ball at the point guard position.
You as a creator, I believe, fit perfectly in today's game. What about scoring efficiently? Because I believe that all these advanced metrics are getting more and more important by defining whether a player is good or not. And on the other hand, playing defense against all these scoring guards, how would you approach that if you would play today?
I would approach it the same way that I approached it back when I played. I'll just try my damnedest to keep the guy in front of me, coming full speed, which is tough to do. But I think it's got to be five guys defensively stopping the ball. The guys are too good, too fast, and too strong to stop one-on-one. So it has to be help defense. There has to be team defense, and everybody has to see the ball at the same time. One-on-one, I'd be doomed defensively today. But just the same way as me.
But it isn't everybody. So
yeah, I agree. I was going to say this same way for whoever was guarding me coming at them full speed, that they would be doomed as well.
We have a weekly show in Hungarian sports TV called Alley-oop, and it gives me the question: what makes a good alley-oop partner, and who was your favorite alley-oop partner?
I think the best partner for an alley-oop is the guy that can jump out of the gym, can jump really high. I mean, Vince Carter is I never got to actually play on the same team as him in the NBA, but I played on the same team as him, like in pickup ball and stuff like that. He's the best. He's probably the best alley-oop partner that I've ever had, just because, there was some times where I would just try to throw the ball as high as I could just to see if he could get it, and he went and got every one of them. So I'm going to go Vince Carter. Who would you choose if you had a partner to throw a ball to, alley-oop?
Well, it's hard not to pick Peak Blake.
Oh, yeah.
But
DeAndre,
yeah,
Dwight Howard's another good one. Dwight Howard.
I saw a podcast with you when you talked about Heat culture. And when you were with the Heat, Eric Spoelstra was already around the team. And he still comments, and he's the longest tenured NBA coach. What makes this team and this culture and this the longevity so special in the NBA?
I mean, I think it's simple. You know, it's just like you said about the culture. It's just the culture. Once you walk through the doors, you know, it's almost like you feel and instantly learn the culture, because there's only, and it should be really like this in life. There's a wrong way to do something and there's a right way to do everything in life. And it just seems like the Heat culture is that, because if you don't do what's right, you're going to be out of there.
I would like to take you back to the greatest day of sports advertising, the day when the street ball Africa Bambata Nike commercial was created with you dribbling the ball on rhythm and stuff like that. Tell me about that shooting, because I keep rewatch this advertisement like, I don't know, twice a year, and it always just amazes me how fantastic it is still.
Well, it was a good advertisement. I think so too. But anything to do with Nike, I'm all for. I'm a big Nike advocate. So that was fun, just to be in part with Vince Carter and Lamar Odom and Darius Miles, those guys. It was a blessing to be a part of.
And were you hearing the music while doing all the stuff? So did you do that on sync, or was it readjusted after that?
It was readjusted, because all of us did our thing in the advertisement separately. Even though the squeaking of the sneakers and all that was done separately, and the guy that did that, made that music, the sounds with the sneakers, he was actually sitting there making the sounds with the sneakers on the floor. So it was quite unique.
My last question is about the Jason Williams All-Stars.
Man, well, that's going to be a tough question, and you might get me in trouble with some of my old teammates if I don't mention them. But that's okay. That's okay. I mean, just right off the top of my head, Shaq and Dwayne Wade for sure are going to be two of them. Pau Gasol will be another one. Dwight Howard. I mean, I know I'm just putting the best teammates I have. It'd be hard for Shaq and Shaq and Dwight Howard to play together, but they're the best players that I play with, and I'd be the point guard. That would be fun for me.
Great. Not too many 3-pointers. You had to do all the stuff, but Pau hit some later in his careers. But and Shaq always tried when it was an All-Star game, so he might adjust his range. Jason, thank you for your time, and I wish you all the best in the life.
Thank you for your time, and I wish you the best as well.